Hey,
Yo.
just a really, really quick one. I've just got the running order bit on here. That's fine. But I do have some sports bet commitments today.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I've got some Euro stuff. So I'll give you a bit of a signal and just sort of wrap it up. Well, but I just today is a bit of a once-off. I need to get out.
Signal to wrap me up, mate.
Just to let you know that like
you need to go.
Another 10, 15.
That's not how this works. What time do you need to be out of here by?
I need to be out of here definitely by 11.
Like a hard 11.
Like a hard 11 to get into the city for.
So you want to wrap me up because you have SB commitments?
I mean, you do it a fair bit. I just wanted to flag it that I do.
If you signal to a wrap up,
Yeah.
your job's going on seek.
Or then I won't do it.
I'll try my best to wrap this up within an hour 45 for you.
Well, yeah, but sometimes there's just been a little bit of rabbiting on, and obviously we've got a big show coming up. So I just wanted to mention it now early that there is a chance.
Okay, you're on thin ice. I'm sure you'll be out of here, but the fact that you've had to flag that.
Okay. Is worrying?
Oh, it's annoyed me.
Okay. Oh.
That's okay.
Yeah, but
If you have to be somewhere, you have to be somewhere. I'm sorry that this hobby of yours is holding you from what you actually want to do.
It is just loose change to me, to be honest, at this point.
Fucking play the sting then.
Hey guys, welcome to the Dan Does Footy podcast. You can find more of Dan Does Footy on the website, Spotify, YouTube, and social media. Lids off. See ya.
There was heaps of sick kids, and I was like, where are they? Kick him harder. Kick him all harder. Punch him in the face. I'm bloody horizontally challenged, if you get what I mean. Boner. Tough crowd today. Should we say this is the line? If you don't hear the next bit, it's over the line? Okay, so if you don't hear the next bit, I've got over the line. Who's just walked past Punt Road? It dips him. Wow, oh, that's huge straight off the bat. It is, it's freezing in Australia. It's freezing here. We're 2 degrees, and wherever you are and however you're listening, we're just glad that you are. Welcome to Dan Does Footy again. Great to be in your ears. Great to be in your heart. It's a big round coming up. It always is. It always is. Lots to get through today. Let's just lube each other up here. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Cold doesn't really affect me. I'm going to Tassie.
What do you mean?
Well, because I'm going back home to the motherland, going back to Tassie tomorrow. So I'm just, mate, this is like praise for me.
You strike me as one of those like murderers that wears shorts all year round.
Well,
You know there's guys who like refuse to wear pants or refuse to acknowledge it's cold?
Yeah. Well, okay, I will say this. Fashion crime, hoodie with shorts. It's like,
In winter?
What are you, mate? Are you cold or hot?
Like, are you talking casual hoodie and casual shorts? Because
hate it.
active wear is different.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll let you off that if you're on the way to the gym or something.
If you're in jean shorts and a hoodie right now when it's 1.6 degrees here in Melbourne,
Yeah, that's annoying.
you're probably on the way to murder someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. No, but just I'm all right with it. So, no, I'm looking forward to being in Tassie and
Great.
Yeah.
What's it on Tassie? What's happening?
big weekend. They've got the feast on.
Head lobbing fest. Everyone with a second head gets lobbed off.
Yeah, well, you know.
Like a circumcision for your
correct.
neck.
And I'm emceeing the event, so it'll be good.
Sorry, I took the piss. What are you actually doing?
The feast is on. So it's like a Dart Mofo event that they have on every year in the winter.
Fuck yeah,
it's pretty
brother.
cool. So I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
Just
Dark
sort of-
Mofo, is that still going? It's really scary, isn't it? They would take acid down there.
Yeah, it's pretty full on.
Pretty scary.
I won't be doing that, but the feast is on. So
Cool. What's the feast actually like you're eating?
yeah,
Cool.
like food and wine festival. And
Love that.
Yeah.
Great weekend for you coming up.
Mate, I'm pumped.
That's awesome.
It's the footy.
That's awesome.
Saints are having a bye, so we're
Hey,
all
can't
good.
win. Good weekend for you.
Yeah,
Great
really
weekend for
good.
Saints fan. No footy's a win for Saints fans.
Look, off the back of last weekend, I don't know. I'm ready to go. Last
Yeah.
3 weeks have been not pretty exciting, so I don't know. I'm feeling a bit
Yeah.
flat about that, but that's okay.
Okay, fair enough. Will you be jumping on a flight to get to Tassie unless you're taking the Spirit?
No flying then.
No Spirit? Have you ever taken the Spirit?
Yeah, I've done it twice.
What's it like?
Well, I dressed up for a cruise.
Like
kind of
what?
thing.
Or how did you dress up for
Well,
it?
I had like a Hawaiian shirt, shorts. I was thinking, right,
for a cruise?
cocktails, and
Casino here?
it is not.
No, it's not. I've never been on it. I could tell you that.
Yeah.
It's literally like just a platform where you sit down for how long? 4? No, you get a room, don't you?
Well, you might.
Oh.
I had to get the chair.
Yeah, great. So you sit in the chair.
So you get the chair, so it's like gold class, but instead of an automatic one, you've got 3 different levers that you have to pull.
pull,
So
and
one's
just
for your back, One's for your bum, and then the other's for
Right.
your feet.
Yeah, right.
And then a buffet for cold meats. It's
Stuff A.
It's not great.
We call them stuff A's.
Stuff A.
Yeah, when we travel for footy. So don't get stuck in the stuff A because food's there, you just eat it naturally. And then blokes would weigh in, they're playing weight, you'd have like ideal, for me, 102. And after the stuff A, it'd be like 106 game day.
Really?
So you'd have to literally just try and take a massive dump to get out of you or just try and flush it out of you to get to your playing weight. And the first quarter, we'd all run around if you got stuck in the stuff A,
Yeah.
a bit heavy.
Yeah.
And you'd feel the extra 4 kegs, the lasagna, the pasta, the garlic bread, the Kit Kat crunchy, the barbecue chips. You'd feel that just mushed around the gut in the first quarter.
All jokes aside, as an 18-year-old, that would almost be next to impossible to say no
Adhere
to.
Yeah. It's your eyes light up.
Yeah.
There's a skinny 18, 19, 20-year-old offering free food and bucket loads of it. Good luck trying to stop me. Good luck.
Fun. No, no stuff face for me.
Okay, well, good. I was in Sydney yesterday.
Oh,
I did something really cool with the New South Wales Blues.
Yes.
Now, we know I did a bit of a mutual agreement post with Queensland.
yeah.
Both love rugby. They said, you want to help us out? I said, love to. Play for the Suns. I've been to an Origin up there. Nothing like it. There actually is, seriously now, Origin is next level.
Is it really?
I'm not coming around to rugby league at all, but I'm coming around to the Origin series.
Okay.
It's really cool. Do you get into it at all?
Well, I'm going for the first time when it's
Yes.
in Melbourne, so I'm looking forward to that. But not really. I just don't know the rules.
Yeah,
or,
it's a lot. I mean, they're just all running each other as hard as you can. That's
Yeah.
the type of rules. But I went and did some stuff with New South Wales yesterday with Sports. It was very cool. So keen for you guys to see that one. On the flight up there, a lady did something that was very interesting to me. An hour, 10, 15 flight to Sydney from Melbourne.
Yeah.
And as we all do, like you get your AirPods, you get your Netflix, you download maybe 2 episodes, 3 episodes or something.
Right.
Just to make sure you've got something to watch, something to do. Maybe a Golf's Digest. I
Sure.
bought that magazine.
Sure.
You could read a book.
Yep.
You bring something. Would you bring? Don't fucking touch that thing. Oh my God.
Probably just bring
Oh
my
my
wand
God.
and-
What is that?
Creator.
What is that thing?
I just thought I'd bring my wand in. Makes me feel better about if you get a little bit too handsy.
Ollie's brought a Harry Potter style wand into the studio for those who aren't on YouTube.
Well, as you know, your hands hath the wandering spell from time to time. So
True.
I just like
Hands
to,
is not touchy us.
Yeah, so I just like to put it here.
So you're bringing wands on the
I
planes.
bring
That's
a wand.
weird.
No, I wouldn't bring. I don't bring. But I like just Spotify. Just listen to Dan Does Footy replays. To be
So
honest.
at least you've got something.
Yeah.
I had a woman next to me.
Yeah.
Raw dogged it.
Yeah. Nice.
No headphones, no book, no phone, just her and her thoughts forward and to the window for an hour 15.
Yeah.
Absolute psychopath.
You know what it might be though. It maybe sheds a light as to where your mental state's at.
Me?
Yeah.
Anything could rattle me.
Yeah. That you need the constant distraction though. So maybe we're the silly ones.
Mate, if I was alone with my own thoughts for an hour, 10, hour 15, it'd be
Yeah.
dangerous.
Well, there you go.
It'd be really bad. So
Yeah.
I just found it really shocked the system.
Yeah.
To me. It
Pretty
rattled me a
impressive.
lot. Very impressive, but just don't do that. Like, at least get something. How do
Yeah.
you sit there for an hour 10 and be like, this is my time to decompress? It's like people who drive around in cars without listening to music.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I've got mates who do that.
you
And I get in
see
their car and it's just, I'm like, so what's the go here? It's like, no, we don't listen to music. What do you mean? You just drive around and just think? Like, yeah, it's a good time to think.
Well, so they also just go out of their way to get in the car for nothing to do.
Well, when they drive to work and stuff,
Oh,
it's
right.
no radio,
Yeah, no, I don't like
no
that.
music, nothing. Crazy. Hey, Euros are actually heading up. I'm going to try and get into it. Give us an update. You are the sports bet guy now. I saw this morning Portugal
Yes.
beat Czech Republic. Cool, 2-1. How's Ronaldo going? Is he they a chance to win?
Well, that's been my futures bet.
You reckon they're a chance?
Well, they're a massive chance because the thing is with tournament football, the games come pretty thick and fast. So don't just look at what they're starting at 11 are. Look at the squad depth because when you look at England, their starting 11's just as good as any other. But if they get 1 injury, 2 injuries,
Don't run deep.
don't run as deep
Wow.
as like a Spain,
Right.
Portugal, France, Germany, those kind of guys. Ronaldo was all right. He scored a goal, then he was offside. So
Oh, he scored a goal? Oh,
it was taken away.
Offside. I bloody hate that rule. Should be illegal.
Should be. But they did well against Czechia and England won their first game.
England chance?
England, I mean, they're always going to be a chance.
They're always around the mark.
Yeah.
Aren't
All the big boys won after. So we're now officially 1 round in for
Yeah.
the group stage. So your big boys, your Spain, your Italy's, that kind
It's
of
on the way around,
yeah,
aren't they?
They're
It's on the way
Germany,
around.
like, yeah.
I saw Mbappe broke his nose.
He did.
Absolutely, genuinely.
It was
big
broken.
nose awareness.
Yeah.
Huge nose awareness.
Huge nose
It's
awareness.
got a real an elbow to it, going up for a header.
Yeah,
Or
they
what was
both.
it?
I think from
Or
memory,
shoulder?
it was more the back of the neck, shoulder, kind of.
And bad.
Yeah, it
They
wasn't-
reckon fully split. They reckon mask next game.
Well, he won't play the next game for sure.
You don't reckon?
No. Not
Really?
the next group stage match. Nah.
They'll rest him, or he just won't be able to play it.
Well, I mean, I don't know enough about a broken nose. Like that's not good. I mean, I know it's not the same as like a broken leg. So if you can
He'd be okay.
really,
Yeah, remember Sam DeConning broke his nose and came out with the mask for a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
LeBron's done it before.
yeah, but you need probably more than 3 days. You'd think.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Footy players all the time on the field and then come back out there, just put it back in. It depends how bad. Sometimes you can click back in and others you can't. I've done mine
Mbappe's
3
didn't.
times, obviously. And if you can get it back in, it's all right. It just swells up.
And then you can put a mask on and just to protect it.
I've had the surgery to clear the cartilage. I couldn't breathe out of one side. So they do a surgery to get all the gunk out of it.
You'd be a big snorer then.
Huge snorer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't sleep on my back, otherwise it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yuck. Well, there you go. Okay, maybe not, but I'd be. It is soccer.
Yeah. Is anyone just shit?
What
What?
in
In Euros?
Oh yeah. I mean,
They are. There's the easy beats.
I mean, like poor old Georgia.
Georgia.
You know that they're
they
gonna,
struggle.
They'll really struggle. Scotland will be all right, but they're probably a little bit lucky to be there.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, you'd be looking at your Georgias for a bit of a percentage boost.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, we'll keep up to date because I'm going to try and invest as much as I can
Love it.
into it. This is crazy, this story. It's not really crazy. It's just weird, funny, not weird. I don't know. Connor Clark, Brad Maynard's mate, got a lifetime ban from the AFL.
Yeah.
Now, the AFL is handing out bans left, right and centre. We saw the one with the Collingwood fan earlier in the year, giving the West Coast player the ball back and a little bit of a hug or taking the ball off him. There was a couple during the Thunder of the Hawthorn and the Geelong game, the MCG.
Yep.
So the AFL have clearly come out and said anyone who steps 1 foot on that ground is getting a lifetime ban. So Maynard plays his 200th, brings his friends and family. His friend Connor decides, you know what? How can I make this about me? I'm running onto the field. Runs on the field, dodges a few guards. Now the guards slipped over. Don't think they had the boots on.
No studs.
No studs at all.
No
so normally they do have the studs on in case something like this happens. So a couple didn't. And, they asked Connor, like, why'd you do that? He said, just for a laugh. Just for a laugh. Thought he could get away with it. I don't know what point during him running on the field he thought, I'm a genuine chance to get away with this. But he did. So the AFL says, we're not doing this. Lifetime ban for Connor. Sorry, you can't come in until 2029 it can be renewed.
Right, okay.
So it's lifetime ban, but in 2029, we'll just let you back into games.
Yeah.
Also, who's policing that?
Yeah. I've always wanted to know.
Because at casinos, they have the face
Sure.
ID stuff. So if someone's in the security room, the panel room, I think it alerts them. I know someone who works at the casino used to, and that's how they get people who get a lifetime ban. But I don't know how Connor couldn't just rock up to, not this week, but in 2 weeks' time, be like, I could just easily get in.
100%.
The security guy has no idea, nor cares what I'm doing. I walked into the grand final dressed as a fucking KISS member.
The thing with all of true. so, almost true. Yeah, no, it's true. I will say that what was odd was the photo after with Maynard,
How funny was it?
and you're like, geez, you really don't care, do you?
No.
like at all,
At all.
and
So
neither does he.
Yeah. Got kicked out of the ground, tried to get back in. So he was like, mate, we know it's you. Look at your bloody grass stain on your leg. We know it's you. And that's the funniest thing about this whole thing. I don't really care I don't want people running the field. I don't really care about this a lot. But the funniest thing and the best thing about this story is that after in Buzzy's 200th match celebration, Connor rolls up to it with grass stains all down his jeans. Didn't even think to take them off. Just hilarious. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So every photo that he's in with Buzzy, he's just got grass stains on him.
I'd love to hear from Maynard on this one. Because
Yeah.
I'd be pretty pissed off, but it didn't look like it when they're still having photos.
It'd be one of those ones behind closed doors where you go, mate, just like, did you have to? Did you have to run on the field? Like, this is what I do. This is where I'm allowed to run out here, but did you have to run out here as well?
But he would have got him tickets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like, it's-
tickets, family tickets.
Yeah.
Just kind of weird, funny, but poor Connor, no games 2029. He's just definitely going to the footy this year again, let's be honest. The AFL admitted they fucked up, kinda. Sort of. So the big thing coming out of last round was that North Melbourne game, and the big one out of there's a few in there. The 50 was a big one. Mm-hmm. And we did call this on last episode. We said the AFL will definitely come out and apologise. And they kind of did, but then Laura also kind of didn't. And Laura's copping some heat now.
Yeah.
People are on Laura's back big time. We were on her back big time early in the year.
Yep.
We've pulled back because we're friends with Laura.
Yep.
And we can't tell people what to do, but I'm not even going to try and go down that path, actually. If you're angry, you're angry. If you're not, then don't be. I don't care. Laura can look after herself.
Yep.
She listens to us. She knows what she's got herself into. But she has come out and tried to explain what the thinking was behind the AFL's decision to say sorry but not say sorry. So she said that when, I think it was Scott who took the mark for North, when Dacos kicked to Scott and the umpire blew the whistle, then the players rushed him. That wasn't, there was no 50 there because the umpire didn't call mark and therefore didn't call stand. So the umpire's blown the whistle, not called anything. Scott's taken off and he's gone play on. So she said, well, there was no 50 there to pay. The only error in that decision is that the umpire made no decision. It wasn't a mark. It wasn't play on straight away. It was blow the whistle. Shit, what now? Play on. That's the error that the AFL is saying.
It's a real technicality though, isn't it?
It is. But now I think, and you saw it a little bit last week, and I don't want to harp on it too much, but I think you can see the umpires are freaking out a little bit when they're out there.
Oh yeah.
They look like they've got the jitters and the nerves. It's just sad, but to not call anything after it was clearly 15 metres, to be like, play on, that's what the AFL is saying. That's the error, not the 50.
A real panic button.
Panic button. Last episode, if you haven't listened, we asked the question, and I didn't realise we said this, but we did. We asked that, is it possible that umpires out there can be biased towards the better players? Like, is something in their psyche when they're umpiring, when they see a good player with the ball, is something in them saying, you know what, let's take it easy on him because he's a good player or whatever it might be. So we've had lots of people writing to us, psychologists, people studying psychology. We've had people who haven't studied psychology just saying, fuck the umpires, which didn't help the study or the case research. But this is actually really cool. So this was sent in from Michelle. Hi, Dan, Ollie. Listened to your podcast today and you wanted a psychologist to confirm if umpires can be biased towards Nick Dacos. Disclaimer, I am not a registered psychologist, but I did just complete my honours year in psychology and I love sports psychology. I put together something from a couple of research papers I have read. Enjoy. So, the theory. In the context of biased umpires, agency theory suggests that umpires may not always act in the best interest of the game due to pressure and incentives. Umpire decision-making can be heavily influenced by social approval, so appeasing Collingwood fans, social sanctions, being slammed by Collingwood fans, and payoffs. So, I think that would be a scandal, like under-the-table stuff.
Yep, that makes sense.
One study examining the AFL specifically found that more experienced umpires and larger score differences towards the end of the game resulted in less errors in decision-making. The study also found that home ground advantage did not affect poor umpiring decisions. Therefore, it is highly plausible that Nick Dacos, I mean, it's Nick in this one, but any star player, Bont, whoever it might be, is favoured by the umpires, especially if the umpire is less experienced, the game is close, and they're seeking approval from a large Collingwood, Bulldogs, Carlton crowd. And external stakeholders who value Nick Dacos' impact in fan engagement and money that he brings to the game. So she's attached a few references here for using information. There's a study, the influence of match characteristics experience on decision-making performance. I think I legally have to say this. Referee bias, Journal of Economic Surveys. So that is very interesting.
You got to love our fan base.
Love them. Love them.
There you go.
That's in depth as well.
That is essentially a really in-depth way of saying the phrase, the voice of affirmation, that we've heard a few times.
What are you saying by that?
The voice of affirmation from the crowd.
Yes.
It's listen to us. You're not getting it right. Please help us.
Yeah, for sure. And then we had another one here from Iz Bailey. Said that she looks at the new app and she is a psychologist, works with athletes. She's been an athlete herself and she thinks the umpires probably experienced some performance anxiety when it comes to Dacos.
And I think in that email, in that message, she says, you're absolutely on the money.
Yeah, she does.
So, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she goes, Nick Dacos probably puts the umpires into flight or fight mode so they generally don't even see or process his mistakes because he's obviously a fucking gun.
So he's a magician.
He's the wizard.
It's like a hand, sleight of hand trick.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I'm not sure you did.
True. Well, there you are, guys. I think that's probably the most science we'll ever do.
Yeah.
On this show. So there you are. There it is. AFL Hall of Fame last night. We had some inductees. Jason Dunstall in Elevate, I think. 269 games, 1,254 goals. That's so many goals.
That is just
in 92,
ridiculous.
145 goals in 23 games. Crazy.
How?
Crazy. Dane Swan, Brownlow medalist, triple Copeland, trophy winner, 5-time All-Australian. Kelvin Templeton, 93 goals. Now, some of these I don't know.
Oh,
I know
Kelvin. We love Kelvin.
You know Kelvo?
No.
97, 98 Coleman medals, 98 in Brownlow medal. Chris McDermott, good SA boy. Played more than 400 games across a career in the Sanford and the AFL. Dual premiership player with Geelong. First captain of Adelaide when they entered the comp. That's pretty big. Won multiple best and fairest and 3-time All-Australian during his time in cricket. Ralph Robertson, one of 100 inductees into the newly formed New South Wales Australian Hall of Fame in honour of his pioneering career. He served in the Australian military during World War I and later joined the Royal Flying Corps and was killed in... Oh, okay, that's pretty grim. He was killed in a training accident in 1917.
But he's in the Hall of Fame, so good on him.
Hall of Fame. Ray Schofield played in the 40s and the 50s. We're saying here, won Perth's best and fairest in 1949, 1951 premierships. It doesn't sound that impressive, to be honest with me. Michael Graham. Graham was the final inductee on Tuesday night. Saw that he was a flashy player. Played more than 500 senior games across a career with Sturton, Sandford and St Mary's in the NTFL. Graham played 12 months of the year and features in the Indigenous Team of the Century, the Sturt Team of the Century, and the NT Team of the Century. That's big.
That's awesome.
That's big. So we're on to those guys. I'm not really sure. Like, there's a lot of players that would be able to put their hand up for the Hall of Fame.
You know,
really, like some of those careers are good, but not like...
Well, I've got questions over Kelvin Templeton with 93 goals.
Don't bring Ralph into this, mate.
No,
he died at training.
I said Kelvin.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
93 goals across 177 games.
Kelvin doesn't seem like that was a massive career.
And I mean, yeah, he won a Brownlow, but who hasn't at this rate?
Jared Healy has. 1982.
There you go.
Maybe 1982. Jared's old as shit. This is now gathering more momentum, like a rolling stone, just picking up things along the way as it gets quicker and quicker down the hill. Trac and Melbourne. And I raise a point, could Trac leave Melbourne? So we know that Trac needs surgery to repair 4 broken ribs, lacerated a spleen, punctured a fucking lung. The same injuries you'd have if you had a car accident.
Yep. Legitimately.
He lost so much blood during those injuries and that he was sent back out there, and that obviously did not help anything at all. But it was so bad that when they figured out, hey, this thing's escalating, we need to operate right now, he'd lost so much blood that they couldn't give him an anesthetic to put him under, because it was just impossible for them to legally give him one given the state he was in. So they put a local to numb the area that we're going to operate in, put a gas mask on him, and he was awake for the surgery, said he could feel the whole thing. You not feel the pain, but feel the spleen being stitched up, the ribs. I don't know what they do to ribs. Like, they could feel him inside him.
Ew.
Not like that, like operating on him, moving some shit around. We'll move the kidney out the way.
Sure.
We'll move the intestine out the way. Intestine out the way. We'll move the bladder out the way. Oh, there's a spleen. That's fucked.
They were
Stitch it up.
Just adjusting the feng shui of his insides.
Exactly. And he's awake for it on his phone.
Oh, right. So there we go. We got to the bottom of that. That's why he had his phone.
Why he blamed. Yeah. So he can't even watch footy at the moment because he's still a bit PTSD from it, which is obviously sad. And we wish him all the best. So now his family's come out and they're not happy with Melbourne at all. They're saying that the days post-surgery, things were handled so bad. So the club came out and said, yeah, it'll be fine. He'll be back in 5-6 weeks. Turned out his season's done. Then he announces before the club that his season's over. And everyone's like, oh, this is a bit weird. Like, normally, wouldn't the club do that? But the only thing I can say to defend that is normally the club does give you an option to say, hey, look, now your season's done. We know that. Do you want to announce that or do you want us to do that? What's the go there? So that's the only thing that got reported on where I say, well, actually, no, the club gives the player the option to announce it first. So he's sitting in hospital. When he goes into surgery, he's not allowed to see anyone because his immune system with the spleen, he will not get sick if he sees anyone. So he's getting texts. The club then goes on a 5-day break. So everyone's left town. He's only getting text messages. He's probably sitting there a bit sore and sorry for himself. So I think what's happened now is the dust has settled. He's upset, clearly very upset. But the theories are coming through from the fans. This one from Dom, which has been echoed a lot in our inbox, is that could he potentially, because of this, leave Melbourne? So Dom goes, this might be the biggest call ever or I'm completely off and cooked. But with the current Petrarca situation and how him and his family are reportedly unsettled with the club, is this finally the time where the St Kilda war chest comes into play? Might seem too good to be true, but I'm sure the Saints would throw a shit ton of cash at him, assuming he's available or at least up for a discussion. Also, Petrarca would suit the Saints' colours, in my opinion. I mean, the war chest could come out here. They could have a spleen in there. They could have some perfectly healthy ribs.
Yeah, we get a war chest and then an esky with an extra spleen in there
spleen
for
on
him.
ice.
A spleen on ice.
So he's contracted 2029.
Okay. So we'd have to give up a fair bit.
You'd have to, offload that contract,
Yeah.
900 a million a year,
Yeah.
and then offer him another 2.
Yeah.
So his current deal takes him to 33. So you'd say we'd take it to 35.
Oh, I love it.
Would you take it?
100%.
You're Saints list manager right now. Trac says, I want to meet with you, him
Yep.
and management.
Yep.
You happy? You take
to meet him?
to meet an offer, like going to the meeting, knowing that if he's on board here and we get a vibe that he wants to come, let's try and get the war chest out.
The only thing is do you want to spend your war chest perhaps on like maybe more of a 23, 24-year-old? Like a genuine, like a safe option that, that this isn't a one season wonder. Like that would be my only thing.
I think you're saying with this to Trac, you got to decide, St Kilda as a football club, are we in our premiership window when Trac is 28 now to his age to 33? Is that our window? Do you think it is as a Saints fan? Are you in the window? Do you have a window or not? Or is it just like you're building still? The framework.
Yeah, we're probably not.
The trays are there, just off site.
Oh, the glass has arrived.
Oh, the glass is not in yet.
It's just not it.
Okay, so you got the framework, you haven't got the windows
We've cut
in yet.
the hole out of
You're ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go.
Okay,
but
but
I don't think the window's up and ready.
Okay, so a tough one. I don't think so hard. That deal was essentially make me a D for life.
Yeah.
But people have left for lesser reasons.
I think it'd be interesting as well that if he did go to the Saints, that of course the Saints missed out on him in that draft. Picking Billings
Full
ahead
circle.
of him. So you go, well, I don't know. I think realistically, I think I'd prefer to
Hold on to the war chest.
Yeah, but if a player like him wants to come, what team would ever realistically not try and make that happen?
I mean, the other one in the same rumour for the war chest is LDU. So would you rather LDU, that money be spent on him?
No, I think
Interesting,
I think
really?
I'd rather Petrarca. Yeah.
That is very interesting. I wonder if anyone else feels the same.
Yeah.
An LDU or a Trac.
13, 27, 10, call us in. Do you feel the same?
Yeah. Okay.
I think I probably would. I think he's also... Saints are in that position as well now where a bit more of a face of the franchise could also be a really handy thing. And I'm not 100% sure if that would be LDU despite how good he is.
Yeah.
Like he's pretty quiet.
He doesn't want to be the face though, man. He doesn't. He's
exactly.
He's happy being just the get me in there. I'll play my role. Have my 25 to 30, and just leave me out of the limelight.
And my gut says that in the spirit of trying to get more high quality talent to the Saints, a bit of a beacon.
Yeah.
Someone like Trac being like, "Come on, everyone, come and join me."
Well, Warner's contract is coming up. Warner or Trac?
Warner.
Okay, so there's a difference there.
Yeah,
there's a pecking order.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Logan
Warner-
McDonald or Trac?
Trac.
Wow. Okay.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, Trac's just super good. I think Trac will have the next. It's so hard because like people age differently. At 33, he's not going to be playing his best footy. At 31 is probably the end of his powers.
Yep.
So 32, 33, 34, 35, if you take a gamble him, you're not getting much out of him.
We seem to get a fair bit out of Lenny Hayes at that age, and some of those boys. So I don't know. It's possible.
I think the way he plays changes that though. Like he is bash, crash, impact, power.
And I don't know enough about it, but I can't imagine if you get another spleen or lung injury of that seriousness,
no,
you're going to be the same.
No way. Well, he'll wear a guard his whole career now.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd say so. That plays the head. You know what they say? It's physios. It's like some weird psyche up this episode, but the physios and doctors that I encountered at the Suns and Carlton, if you had hurt your knee or had surgery on something, they actually encourage you not to wear bandaging if you don't need to. Obviously, if you have swelling, do that. But if you don't need to, don't, because it plays on your psyche that you think that that's worse than what it is.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know.
That makes a lot of sense though.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking, I need protection.
Yeah, all the time. And
Because
like when you
something's
can't
not right.
play with that on, so like don't wear it if you don't really need to.
Yeah, there you go.
Watch that space on Trac. That'll blow over in the next couple of weeks. He's out for the season. He'll go away.
Yeah.
They've got to stop commenting on social media. The fam. Got to give them a real ban on
Bit of
socials.
a talking to.
Real
Yeah.
ban. Chinese whispers around the league. Things are heating up. We haven't done this in a little while with trade stuff, but given it's round 15, I thought we'd just check in what's happening around the league in terms of people moving. And for start with Dusty. Dusty, 300th game. thought he was going to retire, has a 2-year deal, not offered on the table, but like verbally, hey, if he comes and says he wants to stay, then we're happy for 2 years. So he now has a lot of interest from other clubs. St Kilda war chest again. Could Dusty at 32 make his way there?
No.
No, I don't think he would either. But we know the Tigers and Suns have led the charge for this. I have no doubt. I wrote here the St Kilda war chest is probably going to empty out some gold. I think they will.
Yeah.
Just something on the table and say, does this 700 for 2 interest you?
Well, I don't think, in fairness, the war chest would have a bit more than that in it.
The war, they're at every war, man.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Like, anyone who's up for grabs, that did some note, I think St Kilda will be there with some money.
That's true. And he was a Saints fan growing up, so who knows?
Maybe, but I think the most likely one, I've changed my tone. I think the most likely is Tigers.
Okay.
Just ahead of the Suns.
Wow.
I think now the 300th has happened and he's seen the emotion, what he means to the club. I think that would have skewed it in the Tigers' favour.
That's a good point.
But in saying that, if the Suns come with cash, that's hard to give up. And good strippers up there.
Yeah, I mean, it just, away from, the thing for me, it's the lifestyle away from footy that I think is
that
perfect
suits
for
him. Yeah. The Gold Coast is a dusty state. Just get me out of it
100%.
completely. So the Tigers are waiting. They're ready to put something towards him, but they really want a commitment from Dusty. They're waiting for him to burst through the door and say, I want to be a Tiger for life. And he hasn't done that yet.
No.
And normally I think, Ralph Carr said they leave things to the end of the year, but they're saying, Dusty, knock the doors down.
Yeah. Come on, brother.
Come take a sledgehammer to our front doors and say you want to stay here. But he hasn't done that yet, which always going to leave doubt. So that's where that's at with him. Elliot Yeo will reject North and stay an Eagle, which is very interesting. So I thought he'd go to the North Football Club, given the amount of money they have. They have a bit of a war chest as well.
They do, yeah.
Tucked away. Not a war chest, but like a war draw.
Yes, definitely.
Ward draw. George Ward draw.
They've got a George.
They have a George there. So they've got a draw that has some weapons in it. Probably a 3-year deal for the Eagles that he stays there. This is the one that's heating up massively. 4 years, $700K offered to Stengel from Geelong. Now, Stengel's manager, who we've mentioned before, is Eddie Betts' wife.
Yes.
Who's made it very clear to everyone, even Geelong, that we are literally taking the most money that he's offered. That's what they're saying. They're like, whoever offers the most, we're going there.
Irrespective of
where
it
you're at,
is,
we're just doing that. So he went to Geelong because of Eddie, obviously coming out of Adelaide. He had some trouble with that personality powder, and he went to Geelong for some mentoring and guidance which Eddie gave him. Eddie's left now, and I think at 25 he's gone, I don't know if Geelong's my town. This is a bit like a retirement village.
Yeah.
Boring as shit here.
Yeah.
Hog's Breath is closed down. There's not a lot to do here. It's cold. I think I'm 25. I want a big city. I want some drink cards. I want the limelight. I don't think he's done the Geelong thing, All Australian. I think he's ready to move on. And he's ready to get paid, absolutely paid. So it's interesting where he goes. There's Essendon rumoured, Carlton rumoured, St Kilda again, probably be there.
Yep.
So watch this space on him.
Whereabouts is he from?
I have no idea.
Let me have a look.
Started in Adelaide and then had his troubles there.
Yeah, so he's an SA boy.
Okay.
Played for Woodville West Torrens. Worst Guernsey in the SANFL, in my opinion.
Horrible. The green and gold.
Yeah, green, gold, navy blue, black.
Yeah, a little bit of black there around the trim, I think. A little bit of blue for sure. It's ugly. It's not great.
Yeah, watch that space. But I think that probably makes sense. He's definitely got the best out of Geelong, like for him.
Yeah.
How good?
Definitely. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned this in the Euro thing. Did you see the guy that woke up in the stadium?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
How's it even happen?
The English lad.
How would that happen?
He's fall asleep in the stalls, I guess.
This bloke obviously had way too many beers, which is great, and has woken up, taking a video of him in the stadium going, oh my God, I've woken up.
Yeah.
The security must have not noticed me. I'm here in the stadium from a Euro game.
The other thing you need to keep your eye on is Ronald Koeman, the manager of the Netherlands. Big nose picker.
Oh, really?
They've got a camera on him the whole time.
And always picking? Picking and eating?
Yeah, picking, eating, flicking. And
Real pig.
The old Germany coach was the better one because he was he was an arsehole and testicle scratch and sniff.
Oh.
So he'd be just doing lots of like, and then would do these ones.
What's worse, a testy scratch and sniff or a nose pick and eat?
That's a great question.
These ones on this.
He would and go, and then shake the player's hand when they come off for a sub. I think if you're just picking your nose, that's not as bad, but eating it's not great. So I'm gonna just go for a testicle scratch and sniff. Is slightly better than eating.
Sometimes that gooch has that juice on it. and it stanks. But it's like one of those ones where it's like it smells so bad, you got to smell it.
Yeah. You have to.
Like when you do a poo, you're like, oh, that's mine.
Yeah.
Stinks, but also I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and I know people, I won't out them, but they're close to me in my family.
It's you,
and
isn't it?
they put their hands up and say, I'm a bike seat sniffer.
What?
So-
Dolly, what the fuck is that?
You know, you have a long ride on your bike and then just that bike seat looks too good not to sniff.
Oh, I've never, ever heard of that at all.
Well,
That is crazy to me that they go for a long ride.
Yeah.
That's why everyone in Tassie's doing bike rides.
thinking of your mum.
That's good. That is, did not see that coming at all.
Anyway.
That's great. Okay. All right, don't ride a bike around your family.
No.
Gonna sniff it. Okay, great. Thanks, man. That got so off track.
Yeah, nice one.
Let's get into the big round and let's preview it now. I'm still cannot stop thinking about your family just sniffing bike seats.
It's not the whole family, it's just one
Well,
member.
you painted the whole brush, mate. They're all painted the same brush there. I don't think what else people do that's weird. The gooch sniff and ball sniff is just so.
Do you wrap your knuckles around or do you straight finger it? Like,
You gotta do that. Do you ever cup your farts and smell them?
no, I never done that.
Oh, bullshit.
I've never done that's one step too.
Yeah, I haven't done that either. Depends how bad. Like, football big. A quarter of the teams in the league are in Noosa or somewhere warm. So Adelaide, Pies, Dogs, Hawks, Saints, and Tigers all have the bye this week.
Yep.
Which takes us to the Friday night footy, which is weird. I still want my Thursday night footy. I'd love some footy tonight.
Yeah.
Just missing something. But it is date night again. Take your partner there.
Yes.
Take your boyfriend. Take your girlfriend.
Yep.
If you don't have either of those, take yourself.
Yeah, just take yourself.
Self-care. Take them. I said last week that you should do something to yourself. Treat your body like an amusement park. Didn't go down well with Anna, but if you...
What did she say?
She just shook her head and said, my dad listens to this. I said, your dad's probably wanking. Friday night football. Blues $1.59, Geelong at $2.37 now. Played already this year in round 7. The Cats were piping hot.
Yep.
Scalding hot. And Cats won 118, 105. So both of a bye. Geelong have lost 4 of their last 5. The Blues have won 4. No, yeah, Geelong have lost 4 of their last 5. Blues have won 4 of their last 5. And we know that what happened last year. This time off the bye, the Blues came out of the bye and just exploded.
Yep.
And beat the shit out of everyone.
Yep.
9 in a row. Catapulted themselves in the finals. And maybe hoping they do the same thing again, given they're in a better position. We know they love a bye. We know they love getting fresh. They are fresh as hell. But so are Geelong. Geelong need the bye as well. Danger is back. Now, does the hammy hold up? He's done 2 hammies this year. He's gone straight back in the AFL. Coming off his second hammy, as I said. He's got those pressure hammies.
Yeah.
That I'm concerned about his hammies at, 34? Big risk. So to me, like the Lynch thing with Richmond in round 1, we said, hey, if it's not panic stations, don't do it, given they're in the top 8. So they're saying, I think to me that screams a little bit like, hey, we need something here.
Realistically, with his hamstrings though, they're just going to go anyway, aren't they?
Well, it's a bit like Jack Martin, his body. I think
Yeah.
the club has now conceded that Jack Martin will literally do an injury, whether it's in the VFL training or AFL. So if he's fit and he's got through a training session, just play him. So
Yeah.
maybe, to your point, they say if he's going to do it, he's going to do it.
Yep.
Given the way he plays as well. So, okay, so Danger's back. That helps them massively. Pitnet, Cunningham, and Fantasia are available. I cannot see Pitto coming back in the team. And I really, in the nicest way possible, hope that he doesn't.
Yeah, okay.
Stay out of the way, Pitto. Just go plod the fields in the VFL. Just be ready when we might need you, because TDK is doing some kind of things. Last game they played together in Sydney, TDK had 6 touches and 3 hitouts. Since he's been gone, since he's been the guy, he has averaged 22 touches and 24 hitouts.
Yeah, well, there you
so
go.
he's so much better with Pitto out of the team. And as I keep saying, if you have 2 great rucks, you have none.
Well said.
You live and die by that. So in saying that, I think Carlton have they're in a mood. Geelong aren't in a mood. Geelong have been weird after that 7 games in a row of winning. So I'm going to go with Carlton in a bit of the floodgates might burst open here, I think. I can't see this one being as close as it was last time.
No, I've got the Blues by 40.
Floodgate Central. We're the floaties, Geelong fans.
100%.
Wow. Okay, this is weird for you because normally you go against me.
No,
I feel.
No. You just don't listen when it's
What is
Carlton.
the line? Do you have the line there at all? I didn't have the
I
line.
don't have the line, but tipper's choice currently 84% to Carlton.
Okay, yeah, I think Carlton Friday night footy off a bye. Big win there. Saturday, day football. This is a good game. Port Adelaide, $1.89, Brisbane, $1.95. Now, Brisbane have just been battling away. A lot of adversity this year. WhatsApp Vegas, Kitty Coleman does a knee, Fagan, the stuff he's going through. Really off to a horrible start. Now, slowly getting their mojo back, so they need to win. I've got them needing to win 6 of their last 10 to make finals.
Yeah.
I think they can drop 4.
Realistically, yeah.
Drop 4 here. That would take them to 12 wins, take them to 50 points on the ladder. I think you need 12, 13 wins to make the 8 this year.
Yeah, okay.
It's too tight.
Yep.
Port, 20-year anniversary since they won the 2004 flag against Brizzy in our favourite retro Guernsey. Is it retro or what is it?
I think it's retro. It's a throwback.
It's retro. It's got the SBS. Everyone's saying it looks like SBS. You see that?
Yes, totally SBS.
Yeah.
Sex before soccer.
So Butters is free to play, which will give Port some confidence here. So I am going to say Port in Adelaide, last chance for me to back Port in. Mm-hmm. If they can't beat Brizzy in Adelaide, then they're, to me, got to struggle to make finals.
Yeah, okay.
I like what Brizzy are doing. I know they're coming, but I think if Port is serious, man, they got some trouble up forward now. I think about it. I'm talking myself out of it. They got some troubles up forward. Dixon just got suspended. Yeah. Marshall isn't going at all. Georgiades is. Ugh. Give me Port, last chance.
Yep, I'm going Port. I think that this is a moment for a statement. But the thing is Brisbane are cooking right now. They really are.
They're cooking. Charlie Cameron's not going though.
Yeah, and to be honest, actually, are they cooking? They've got one win than St Kilda, and we pushed it right up to them. They needed a genuine shootout to get over the line by 20 points just.
Yeah. Okay, well, with more confidence, I'm going Port.
Port,
Never
yeah.
tear us apart.
Yeah.
Weird game day in Port. It's weird. You know when games look weird on paper where they're played? Like Port game day, 145 is weird or 110.
That is weird. Why is that weird? Why is that weird?
I think it's just that I'm used to the lights flashing with the scars above their head. Never tear us apart.
Yeah. No,
That's why.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't trust Brizzy outside of Brizzy at the moment.
No.
At all. This will be an absolute blood fest. If you like blood and you like goals and you like two teams beating the shit out of each other, these teams hate each other. Like there's a genuine disdain for one another. The derby, the Battle of the Bridge, I don't care what you call it. Call me what you want. Don't call me late for dinner. That's what I want to say.
Nice.
Sydney $1.45. The Giants at $2.76 now. This is NG Stadium, known for holding livestock and never being sold out. Not sure how many they'll get to this game. 23,500 it holds. Not sure how many they get here.
If you can't get close to selling this one out, you know, for a Sydney-based game, that's not great.
The issue is there's no way to get a beer around it. No way for a feed. It's like what Marvel was, or sort of is still. There's only one. They had one bar. Hammy was telling me they had one bar before where you could have a beer, but now you can't even. You can only have the beer in a hotel. It was like Meriton front bar, but now there's no way to have a beer around it.
Yeah, right. And I suppose the difference there is at least Marvel's one tram stop away from there being a bit on.
Yeah, this
but
out
not
a
so
bit.
much. Yeah, right.
No, it's out. It won't be sold out at all. So the Swans, smoking hot, still the best team in the league by a mile, 12-1. But now I think we're all not numb to it or even getting over it. They're just a good team. They're always going to be good. And we've seen with our own eyes again and again for 3 months now that they are the best team in the league. Mm-hmm. The weather looks like it's going to be average, rain, cold.
Really?
So that to me plays in the Giants' hands. I think the Giants just enjoy rolling up the sleeves a bit more. Fast track.
Yeah.
I think Sydney, they like that. But when it's time to roll the sleeves up and get into a fight, I think the Giants have a bit of dog in them. Ooh. A bit more dog in them. Like they're a bit, let's throw them.
Yeah. This is the moment, do you reckon?
I am leaning towards Giants here.
Wow.
They couldn't kick straight last week, but given that they're playing the stealth Guernseys, wet conditions.
Yeah, that's true.
At NG, Lockie Ash, Canelio could come back. Isaac Cumming could come back. I'm not trying to sound like I fucking want the Swans to lose and that we hate the Swans because they're so good, but I just think that they have to drop one.
They don't have to. They don't have to.
They don't, but normally there's a dip in a season.
Yeah.
I think the Giants are primed to to win this one. If they get their running game back and do that run and carry and
Yeah.
overlap which you saw the first 6 weeks, they're a massive chance. I'm going Giants.
I like it, and I think you're onto something there. I think until Sydney show me why not, I can't tip against them.
Okay.
I just got to. It's just
So
how it
you're going
works.
Sydney, I'm going Giants, and absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing we can agree on this will be an absolute non-sellout.
Yeah,
There'll
we
be
can
seats
agree on
everywhere.
that. But
There'll
a
be
good
lot of
game.
seats everywhere.
A
Good game.
Good
Just
game
a lot
on
of
telly.
seats visually.
Yeah.
Melbourne, this is Saturday night. This is weird that North are playing the MCG.
Well, that
I
is
find it
weird.
Really weird. Melbourne $1.16, North $5.30. And 4 weeks ago, you would have said that Melbourne would absolutely just roll them here. Just got the job done, but Trac gets himself in a car accident, 92-point loss in Alice Springs. Ski season started, so the Ds probably don't even turn up for this game.
Yeah.
D supporters, I'm not sure. There'll be a few that there, but they're going like a busted ass. And I'm not sure that many of them fans want to get themselves to actually experience what could happen here.
It's true.
It's cold as well, Melbourne.
Hang on.
And North are going okay. Last week was shit but good,
Yeah.
in a way. They shittily lost a good game.
Yeah.
D's off a bye, lots of beers, fresh, angry. Gordon will have an absolute game because he's now had 2 back-to-back games and he loves a revenge game once something goes wrong with the club. They haven't wooed him out for media, which is good.
Yeah, true. Giving him.
I think that pulled the
just a
reins
break.
back on him.
Yep.
So, I mean, the evidence tells me that North is competitive, but my mind is saying Melbourne 40 plus.
Oh, bugger. I was so hoping you were going to go North.
They just absolutely have to win here, Melbourne. Like, if they don't win this, then the pressure is on big time.
That's true.
On Goody especially.
I'm so tempted
They-
to go North. So tempted.
The MCG makes me nervous for North.
Yeah, okay. Too big.
Too big.
Yeah.
Lights too bright.
Look, at this stage in the tipping season as well, you got to start making some sensible decisions as well. You know, got to save a bit of face. So maybe Melbourne's the obvious option.
What's the tips' choice say?
90%.
Melbourne. They just absolutely have to win this one. I'm going Melbourne, and I think it'll be a bit of an onslaught. Essendon, this will be just be a good game. Essendon $1.16, the Eagles $5.30, both off buys again. Everyone's coming off buy this week. Bombers are on top of a slippery slide, and we're just waiting to see if they slide down or if they stay up there.
Yeah.
Because I think we're all expecting a bit of a slide here, a bit of a dip. You know, I've got my hands going together. This will be
Yeah.
absolutely awesome once I see this happen. As I don't want someone who hates Essendon, but as a rival
Yep.
of them, it's good to see.
Almost let something
You
slip
just
there.
see it coming as well. It's like the team, they're
Yeah.
climbing up the slippery dip. You call it slippery dips?
Slide.
They're climbing up the slippery slide. And it's like, okay, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. So we have to see here. They get Redmond, Draper, Dersma, Hobbs could come back in, but this forward line needs some work.
Yeah.
Needs some construction. I don't know what they are as a forward line. Wright, Langford, Draper, Jones, Goldstein. That's not for me working. It never has worked. They had that one good game against the Pies where they were
Yes.
clunking them. But apart from that, work in progress massively. I think the only mainstay is probably Wright and Jones. No, sorry, Langford and Jones. I
Sure.
think Wright's in trouble. If Draper comes back, I know Goldstein's been amazing. He's probably getting a bit tired.
Realistically.
So I think so. So I don't think that is a combo you take to the finals. I think it's one or the other. Yeah, Goldie does have the runs on the board, but Draper is young.
Yep.
Could do something. We know has these bursts where he just does something amazing and can play some good footy. Goldstein's more consistent. I think you know what you're getting out of Goldie. You're getting your 15 touches, your 20 hitouts.
Who would have thought you'd be saying that at the start of the season?
I had a footy because of him.
The quote, you know what you're going to get from him.
He's proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Made me look like an absolute fucking moron, which is not far from the truth, to be honest. So I don't know what they are as a forward line, but I mean, the Eagles do get back a big forward. Oscar Allen, now with Waterman.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. Jack Darling's been pretty good.
Still no Reid.
No Reid, which is just bullshit.
Last game?
Last game, then
Yeah.
our glorious love child is back.
Favourite son.
Favorite
returns.
son. Everyone's missed him so much. So he'll be back the week after, but I got it.
Look at those fingers go to work.
I got that vibe again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I got a vibe. I reckon Essendon rattled.
That's huge there.
Strike me as a team that would be like, get the shakes now.
Yeah.
Go on to Perth. I got a vibe.
Do you want to have a guess what the tipper's choice is?
It'd be 94-6.
96-4.
I'm with the 4%. I'm with your Eagles. I got a vibe that you guys really come out here and make a statement.
Hey, Dan, you know what?
What?
Let's make it 5%.
Yeah.
I'm in on the Eagles.
Here we go. Up the Eagles. I just got a feeling they do. $5.30 is good value for
There's
them.
no reason why they can't.
Get
really.
Duncan back as well.
So
Kelly going to pass a hamstring test. There
Yep.
is actually no reason why not. Like,
well,
nah, the backs are good.
yeah,
They're actually decent. Yeah. I'm happy to go Eagles here and back them in with everything we've got.
huge.
And the last game, which is generally the definition of a graveyard, it is just disgusting. Freo $1.42, the Suns $2.89. Sorry, that game before, that can't be in Perth, can it? Yeah, it can.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow.
that's
Okay. That's weird seeing 2 Perth games.
Yeah, that is odd. Well, no, hang on. So, no. The West Coast is at Marvel.
Oh, they're fucked then. Oh, sorry. Oh, God, no, they're cooked. Yeah, no, I take back all what I said. They're
Really?
fucked. Yeah, they're done.
Well, I've already entered it, so I'm stuck with the Eagles.
Oh, no, they're in all sorts. Sorry, guys. If this is Perth, you'd be a chance, but you are no chance at Metricon, Marvel. No chance at Marvel. So Freo in Perth, Suns $2.89, Freo $1.42. In the graveyard, absolutely. Cannot get a read on Freo. 15 rounds in. Got a read on every other team.
Yep.
I have no idea what Freo are going to do. Could they produce a 92-point thumping?
Yep.
Or could they get done by 70 points?
Yep.
And I think the Freo fans would understand that and relate to it massively. So I have no idea what they're doing over there. I do know that they watered down the sauces at when for pies and sausage rolls.
They water them down.
Yeah.
Sickos. Why
I
do
know,
they do
real
that?
sickos over there. And for the Suns, they can't even win away from home. So this is generally a coin toss here.
I think it's got to be Freo.
I'm only going Freo because it's in Freo and the Suns cannot travel.
And that's travelling too. That's not a quick nip down to Sydney
That's genuine
or Brisbane.
travel. Yeah, good for velocity points.
Great for that.
Ben King's back. We said earlier in the week he hurt his knee, but I think it was just like a minor knock to it. It wasn't as bad as they reported.
That's the dream.
So yeah, I'm going Suns.
Are you?
Oh, what am I going here? Freo. Freo because it's in Freo, but this would be a boring game. This would be like St Kilda's playing. You'll think of St Kilda when you watch this game because it'd be so boring and it'll be like a 60 to 52 scoreline.
It's a real, well, firstly, harsh. Secondly, it's a real highlights game for me. I'll just watch.
It's a mini KO bite. Yeah. It's a real, the kids can't get to sleep, or even if you're a bit restless, toss and turning Sunday night, put this game back on.
Yep.
And fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, time of the week you all look forward to. The time where we win a multi together on Sportsbet's feed. I'm excited. I hope you're excited for this one as well. I've got an absolute cracker for you here, which I think I've got confidence that this one's the one that gets up and we all celebrate. So Friday night football, Carlton play Geelong. We've got Carlton to win that one. On Saturday, we've got Port to beat Brisbane. Saturday night, Melbourne to beat North, and in the graveyard, Freo to beat Gold Coast. Guys, jump on Sportsbet's feed. Follow me, Dan Goins. Follow Ollie. He's on there doing Euros. Follow us all. Get behind us. Let's win this thing together. Sportsbet's feed. Let's do it. All right. Hey, that's our ep, guys. That is a big kind of preview and lead into a big round of football. Round 15. Time is flying. Some big things are happening. Gatorade's last run of the month, potentially. So if the Blues win, I'm free. No running. For lose by run by Gatorade, which is great. If they lose, then I have to run just that at the scoreline.
Yeah, nice.
So hopefully we're okay there.
Yeah.
Grand final event is coming along. We're about to lock in a venue.
Nice.
Which is very exciting. Allegedly series we're working on. And the hotline will be open as well. Yes, hotline, everyone's favourite. It'll be open from, it's open all the time, 24/7.
Oh, you can contact
You
us
can call
whenever.
whenever.
Yeah.
But normally the weekends it blows up. So look forward to seeing which team melts that down this week.
Yeah, it's got some potential.
It'll be great. So, hey, have a great weekend, guys. Look after yourself, and hopefully your team wins. And if you're playing the bye, if you're a Saints fan, your team's won already.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It's good.
Cheers.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.